What is up, everyone? This is Reckoner here to give you another shoutcast, or rather two shoutcasts this time. That's right, you get two shoutcasts for the price of one video. Today we're going to be looking at Bear King, aka Rilakuma, and his encounters with this player, Lilac Fat Harry Potter 007, but who you guys probably know in the CoH2 community as Paula.a.D. And, well, he loves his OKW, and he really loves a particular build of OKW, his Cheesewagen builds. Yes, we're going to see a lot of Cheesewagen from him, and we're going to see how our friend Rilakuma here, our Brit guy who also likes his tactical support. So let's see how he does. All right, let's get this game started at 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So today we're going to be playing on the map of Minsk, which is pretty symmetric. You have got a fuel here up south. You also have a fuel up north, but it's relatively symmetrical. The main problem here is, of course, the trees that surround the entire field, which obstruct line of sight and could present some problems with units who are trying to find out what's on the other side of those mysterious trees. But either way, let's see how these players are going to get to it then. So let's go over to this side, and we have Paula just building just more Kubels. He's got his first one out, and he's about to get a second one. It's so spooky. Look at the camo. It's like, I think this is the Halloween camouflage. Don't believe the Germans celebrate Halloween this time of the year. Or maybe they do. Maybe it is autumn. Maybe it's October 31st, and he's gonna give some people a scare for his awesome Kubelwagen build. And there it is, his third Kubelwagen. He's just gonna. Is he gonna wolf pack them? Who knows? Yeah, he's going to go down the hill. He's going to challenge everything in his path. And let's see. His Strumpeiner's been capping comfortably along the right-hand side. But it looks like Rilakuma's actually built a trench, but unfortunately he probably forgot that trenches can only face two directions, here and here, not here, which the Kubelwagens are coming from and shooting at. But the trench probably gave him some protection, which prevented any of the, Paula from probably rushing him off the field that early. So probably was a good idea, a good idea, poorly executed. So now we've got Rilakuma's harassing Paula's cap, and he's playing quite conservatively, and that's probably the best thing you can do versus this triple Kubel build, because they've got a lot of capping power. They've got pretty good kiting power as well, so even if you do try to play aggressive and try to rush him against a player like Paula, he'll probably keep kiting you, and you'll get inflicted by dropping models or manpower damage, while all he has to do is repair those Kubels as long as he doesn't lose any of them. Now for Paula, he's already gotten the 3. He's going to start repairing them, and now he's placed down his battle group headquarters. So he's probably gonna, if I remember this build correctly, he's gonna get some more probably gonna get some MG, or probably a 2 leagues, 2 ISGs for that artillery support, especially when dislodging the MGs that Rilakuma has right here. So looking at the tactical map, it looks like Rilakuma's got 2 MGs, 2 Tommies, and a Bren carrier. So he's elected for as always, a pretty large Brit build. It's 5 units. It's not one of those 4 Tommies and 2 MGs or any of those large builds, but it's just still relatively large. It's going to delay his tier 2 tech, that's for sure.
The new platoon command post is ready.
But speaking of which, he already has his tier 2 tech, and that's probably going to mean he's going to build engineers or AT guns or even a Brit AT sniper next. But probably an AT gun would be better in this situation. They do take out those Kupavakins in 1 or 2 shots. So what do we have out here? We have a league coming out. So he's elected for that artillery build. Could be useful since that Rila's now pushed his MG very far up to the battle group headquarters and is going to proceed decapping that fuel. That could be bad if he doesn't have any good support. But Paula is trying to get AT by upgrading his Sturm Pioneer to that combat support package upgrade, which gives him the Shrek. And it also protects him from the cold, but this ain't no snow map, and technically blizzards have been phased out from auto match, so who cares? It's got the Shrek. Let's try to get rid of this bread carrier, and that's all that matters. Now he's gonna face off against these two Kupavakins, but eventually he's probably gonna have to be pushed back. Taking a lot of taking a lot of damage, but no drop models so far, so it's probably best if he backpedals and starts healing. And there he is. He's starting to heal. Ooh, 1 model dropped. He's getting another ISG, so he's following up with artillery support. Who knows, he might actually follow up with Panzer Fusilier spam. I mean, they're the most efficient doctrinal frontline infantry that OKW has at the moment. That's a good patch. Ooh, and he loses the MG to the ISG. Hopefully Rilakuma can recrew it in time and just retreat it out. So that's not so that could have been a disaster for Rilakuma right there. But it isn't, and because of that, he's managed to capture a good portion of the map. He did capture about half before losing the territories to the Kubo Blitz that we just saw. But on the meantime, he's actually gotten a good he's got a healthy income coming in from the territory. It's about equal in fuel, I suppose, 26 to 26.
We're losing a capture point.
And yeah, and we'll see what's going on next. Rilakuma hasn't picked a doctrine yet, but I suppose it's probably going to be his usual tactical support. And Paula already picked his breakthrough tactic, which of course has the renowned and clear and awesome Panzer Fusiliers. But he hasn't gotten it yet. Still needs about just a smidge more XP just to unlock 2 CPs needed for the Panzer Fusiliers.
Where do you want us?
So Ren is Ren didn't actually get that much combat experience in. Probably because those pesky Kubals keep going around, keep decapping, keep kiting, keep running away. But now it's going to face off against these victims, and it's not caught out of position. So it's going to retreat back. And let's see what we got here. Oh, and we finally got our first Panzer Fusilier from Paula. And he's upgrading it right away. It's almost actually complete, his G43 package. So that upgrade gives them 3 G43s and massively increased DPS in all range. Close, medium, and far distances. Long distances, I believe. So now, in order to combat this ISG threat, Rilakuma actually built a mortar. Well, not exactly to counter it, but to offset the artillery advantage that Paula had. So while Paula can deny middle, Rilakuma can also deny middle, but he's got to be careful because those ISGs possess slightly greater range than those mortar, especially at Vet 0. So he's probably going to have to find a way to keep those ISGs back and to keep his mortar safe from any threat, but it's relatively back in the middle of the base, so should be okay. And of course, he upgrades his Bren carrier to the command vehicle, which inhibits his offensive capabilities, but gives him better things like free recon planes. And you're a fool to not use those things, especially during this patch. New patch should be coming in anytime this week, so better enjoy it while you have it, guys. Now that
enemy threatening a capture point.
So now that Rila is being pushed back, ISGs are moving forward. Now we've got two Panzer Fusiliers on the field, both fully upgraded and both ready to kill. The Kupals are still alive. He still has all three Kupals, and they're gonna go around. They're gonna decap Rilakuma and start putting in some pressure on him. What are you doing? You should finish what you've started, man. There we go. Oh, but Kuma's gonna go in with this Vickers to try to lose this Kupa. Got it cut off, but I think he might survive. Or would he? That way. Breaks through the wall. Will he survive? Oh, it looks like he's gonna get away. Oh, that was so close.
Enemy fire! Enemy fire! Crew stand ready.
Now we have our first Striker veterancy on those Shroom Pioneers. Not bad for a squad that's now dedicated for AT duty. If he had any vehicles, Rilakuma had any vehicles, I'm sure the Shroom Pioneer would be fed up in no time. But of course, that their SDGs are doing good work. They still have medium range capability compared to the Royal Engineers close range, I'm afraid, with those Sten submachine guns. In the meantime, middle isn't going too well for Rilakuma, but he's got a Centaur out. That AA take is going to wreak havoc for Paula, and he retreats everything off the field. Well, it's not exactly everything, he just retreats that Panzer Fusilier. But good thing they have 6 squad members and increase their survivability, because if there's something like Obers, they could have been wiped on retreat. That would have been bad. Now it's more recon duty, and he spots that that tier 4 coming up from, well, that's already set up by Paula. So who knows how much longer that recon plane is still going to stay in the air. Meanwhile, the Centaur is having fun with Paula so far. All light vehicle and all infantry mode. He's just gonna kite away, just like what the Kupals did to Rilakuma in the early game, but after a series of hits from that Shroom Pioneer squad, he's gonna have to retreat, otherwise he'll lose that Centaur to those Shreks. Meantime, Rilakuma's actually dropping supplies down. He's gonna get an AT gun and another Vickers. So right away, I think it's about 150 munitions. I mean, could be costly for others, but for Rila, it's a nice trade to get those extra Vickers and extra 6-pounder without spending any manpower. That could be better spent on other things, like comments. Well, in the meantime, the Kupal Mob Squad and the Panzer Fusilier gang is moving up on the right-hand side. ISGs, on the other hand, is bombarding the middle. But I don't know, but Ah, yes, of
Our
course.
capture point. They're trying to
Rilakuma
take it.
actually got his 6-pounder to try to blind fire away through to that tier 4. He's trying to take it
Our
out.
supply line's broken.
That's actually really intelligent play. It's something that you guys should also
Supply is
do.
looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Looks like Paul is trying to counter this threat, but the Centaur is going to move in and push out all the infantry, and the AT just turns his gun
To be
and
fired
kills
some
that.
arc wrecked vehicles for recovery by it. The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
But he loses that Vickers from that ISG. He's going to have to kill that tier 4 rather much quicker than he had originally hoped. But that recon plane is actually going to give him line of sight, hopefully to take out that tier 4, but unfortunately it's not having a good time. And Centaur, on the other hand, is having a field day with those Panzer Fusiliers. And the ISG's the same with those preserved weapons. Oh, and he gets a DQ. That's unfortunate. And now Paula is actually going to get his first dedicated AT on the field. That is the Jagdpanzer 4.
Panzer has arrived.
Where is he? There he is. Another Halloween camera for him. So yeah, they've got remarkable range. I think it's around 65.
Reporting for
I
action.
don't know the exact statistics, but they certainly outrange most brit vehicles out there, other than the Firefly or the AT gun. So looks like Wheeler is gonna have to find a different way to attack with his Centaur, I'm afraid. ISGs are moving up again, trying to give another pounding to Rilakuma. Oh, he actually got the Paula actually managed to get the 6-pounder destroyed. That's going to now that Rila's gonna have to find a different option for AT. Oh, MG, come on, set up, fire, fire! Oh, you're not gonna shoot. Oh, that's bad, that's bad. Ooh, but the other MG manages to suppress that trailing Panzer Fusilier, and now the other Panzer Fusilier might get wiped by this Centaur, but he's got the 18-8 off. Now the Jagdpanzer is moving in to try to finish off the Centaur, but there's 2 ATs bearing down on this Jagdpanzer. Come on, don't do it, retreat. Oh, he actually kills the Centaur. Is he gonna make it out in time? Is he gonna make out?
Anti-aircraft tanks has been lost.
Oh, one more hit, one more hit. Oh, and he loses the Jagdpanzer too. Oh, that's, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, that Centaur was around 100 fuel, and he did put some good use out of it, but that Jagdpanzer was 125 fuel, and he only used it to kill that Centaur. It's probably not worth it in the end. Probably is. Who knows? The Centaur may have come back, that 3, tear everything apart. Who knows? Who knows? But for what it's worth, both players now do not have their heavy armor now. All they have are infantry and light vehicles.
Capture point is being overrun.
Paula still has his 2 Kubelwagens on the field, and Rilakuma still has his command Bren carrier. Oh, but he loses the Vickers on retreat from that ISG.
Engineer unit is ready for action.
Oh my god, those ISGs, they're putting in the hurt. In the meantime, the mortar is not making sure that those Sturm Pioneers won't have an easier time capping that central VP. Oh, but it's bugged? Oh man, that Sturm Pioneer was bugged the entire time. Ah. At least he managed to get it to retreat out there. He set up a nice forward retreat point for in front of his tier 2. So So we'll get it back into the fight in no time. On the other hand, we have a Vet Zero Panzer Fusilier on the field. I believe that was a new Panzer Fusilier that Paula built to augment his frontline capabilities.
The squad is back to full strength. Ready for action.
However, Loveness did mention that the best way to counter Panzer Fusilier is cruiser vehicles. No, not cruiser vehicles. Cruiser weapons such as Vickers and some snipers. So, and since Rilakuma is making sure he gets more and more of those cruiser weapons from his air resupply drops, let's see if let's see how Paula fares, but I guess it's safe to say that he's gonna need another element in order to break this Vickers blitz, this Vickers spam.
Any orders?
So now Rilakuma's gonna move in with his Vickers that he's gonna start decapping. Oh no, he's probably gonna go all the way for his VP, and he's gonna set up. He's gonna decap while fending off any counterattacks at the same time. That was a smart play by both players there. Paula tried to throw the grenade behind the Royal Engineer, expecting Rilakuma to retreat into the grenade, but Rilakuma didn't buy that and decided to stay in the fight and let the grenade explode safely behind
The
him.
capture point is being overrun.
Now, Rilakuma's trying to destroy that Koopa with his AT, but unfortunately he got out of the way, and now the Panzer Fusiliers
Crew lost.
have successfully decrewed the 6-pounder. What is this? We got a single guy waiting out here. He's just idle, not doing anything. What are you doing? What are you doing here, soldier? Ah. Yeah, wave that thing around. Good job. So Rilakuma's decapping that that northern VP with his Vickers right over there. And now he's creating a path to his base with a this
Our capture
Tommy,
point.
and
They're trying to take it.
unfortunately that sapper isn't capping anything.
Taking fire.
Back up. There we go.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Ooh, we have breakthrough artillery coming in down the middle. Unfortunately for Paula, there is now nothing left in the middle, but I think that's the point. He's probably going to use it to psych Rilakuma to retreat out. Ooh, that was a nasty nade too. I'm sorry. To retreat Rilakuma out of the area so he can move in and cap. Now that smoke is going in. He's got another Jagdpanzer, and he's going to use the smoke to destroy this this mortar emplacement. And what we have right over here, we've got an AT gun shooting at the Jagdpanzer point blank. Oh, you gotta get out there now. But I think,
Now have a new comet tank. The
yeah,
enemy
but
cross our
even
supply
though the
line.
mortar emplacement is braced, I don't know how long it's gonna survive versus the Vacaton onslaught. And now that Paul is moving in, and he's destroyed the mortar emplacement. But guess what? It doesn't matter because now Rilakuma has his Comet on the field. This is just a back and forth game right here. Vacaton takes a shot, but the Comet shrugs it off. Comet returns shot and kills the Vacaton Verfer. Now it looks like Paula wants to recruit that. Probably get out of there as well. You only have 2 guys left. You could be killed on retreat. Comet could kill you. Comet's still moving it. Oh, and he gets decrewed by the Tommy. I don't know if Rilakuma wants to recruit that. It could be crucial. But at the same time, Paula has mainly Panzer Fusiliers and ISGs on the field. So I don't know if getting more AT against an enemy who has specialized mainly in infantry is such a good idea. And what the hell is that? That's a weird debris. Well,
Steady yourself!
yeah, but now Paula is actually floating 600 manpowers, and Rilakuma on the other hand has
We're losing a capture point.
only around 300. So he spent a lot in recruiting or reinforcing those Vickers and those ATs. I should stop calling them crew support weapon. I should just call them just support weapons. Yeah, there we go. Support weapons. That's the way to go. But he's got a recovery sapper on the field. I believe one of them was in that mortar emplacement when unfortunately it was destroyed. I think. Yes, that was the second Jagdpanzer. It looks like it survived that encounter with that AT by the mortar emplacement. Oh, but I don't know if that was. Looks like those MGs going to meet their maker because the Panzer Fusiliers are right in his retreat path. And I believe he's going to take it for himself and give him a good suppression weapon. He can lock down that VP with that Vickers if he wants, but no, he's going to retreat it back to his base. Does he want it for that central push?
Back to full strength.
So Kuma's going to decap the right-hand side connector. At the same time, another recon plane has been summoned. Probably to get a handle on where Paula's units are. Those ISGs dominating the middle. Those cruiser weapons. Oh, I said it again. Those support weapons are going to have a hell of a time trying to maintain their presence on the field. They're gonna have to keep on moving, which diminishes their effectiveness. Since, well, you don't fire on the move with those things. You have to set up and then you fire. Look at this nasty shield of arc over here. So, now that he has his very own Vickers, Paula's gonna push all the way up and, why? Is he going to just place it down over here? You know, to protect the middle? Yeah, but it's probably a bad choice because it's right in the sight line of that Rilakuma's Comet. Should have placed it on the side where you would have expected more infantry to come, such as the flanks.
A capture point is being overrun.
So, it looks like Rilakuma is starting to inch a little forward with his AT. And now he's salvaging as much Rex as possible to get more comets. In fact, he's about to get another one right now. Okay, we'll see right here. Pristine, new, effective against small targets.
Ready to airdrop along our front
Like a
line.
Panther.
Upgrade finished. Very handy.
So what is this? It looks like Paula got a 4th Panzer Fusilier squad. So he's really going for that for the spam right over here. But that the Jagdpanzer kills the command Bren, but that's not before he places tactical artillery cover down the middle over here. It would have been nice if he placed it over here. Actually, it would have been rather disgusting. Imagine an entire army pulverized and paralyzed by freaking tactical artillery cover. Oh, but the Jagdpanzer got stunned over there by that tactical artillery. Look at at the range on this thing. It's touching the tier 4. And I'm afraid the Jagdpanzer is still in range of that. It's not going to be able to fire anything at all. And because of that, Rilakuma was able to comfortably take out Paula's tier 4. It's still firing, I'm afraid. Oh no. Oh, he's now paralyzed again. I don't know if Rilakuma wants to push in at this very moment. I don't see any other weapons on the field. Oh, this mob squad is putting in the hurt. He wiped out a recovery sapper, but I'm afraid he had to retreat again because there's nothing to deal with these two comets at the moment. You should be thinking about Raketenwerfers, but I'm afraid even then that wouldn't do him any good. I'm afraid he left the Raketenwerfer behind, and I think Rilakuma opted to salvage it instead of recrewing it, which probably would be the better choice, since another comet would be more reliable than a Raketenwerfer.
Prepare to execute.
So, but back over to Rilakuma, he's gonna build an AEC. He's probably thinking that he needs something hardier as a command vehicle. I mean, the Bren was a nice start, but now everything, now Paula could kill it in one shot if a Sturm Pioneer or even Panzer Fusiliers could kill it very quickly.
200 points.
So he's probably going to use that AEC as the new platform for his command vehicle. At the same time, he's going to have to think of a better way to deal with those ISPs, I'm afraid. What kind of veterans are we looking at? Ooh, they just got vetted to Vet 3 both. That just shows how useful ISPs were to Paula in this fight. What is this? Looks like Paula's built himself another supply truck, but I don't know if he's gonna turn this into a tier 3 or another tier 4. Oh, he probably was thinking about, should I build a tier 3 for a King Tiger? But no, opts for a Yad Tiger. That's right. Got the Tank Hunter variant of this Tiger 2. He's gonna bring it into the battle. He's gonna out-snipe everything on the field except for flanking comets. He's upgraded the engines a certain must. And now Rilakuma is starting to push him with his main infantry, which is just Vickers. No Vickers. It's just gonna push him with anti-tank guns. JP4 is probably going to see if he can keep the comets at bay. But now that Jagdpanzer is now on the field and in range, he's probably going to have to move back. Come on, you can move back. Rilakuma, you cannot take it on that Yad Tiger head on. And now with Panzer Fusiliers and their awesome range, sight range, they could start spotting for those Yad Tigers, but he's gotta be careful because those things are very slow and very slow to turn. Ooh, one gun destroyed in that single shot. Oh, and the 18A takes it out. Kuma's gonna have to start thinking about flanking him instead of attacking him head on now, because now Paula has the absolute unit to settle all head-on conflicts from here on out. I think he's trying to finish that comet.
A command post vehicle promotion is available.
Yad Panzer is in tenuous position.
Not anymore.
And he actually saves both of his comets. Oh no, he loses the comment. No.
Comet tag has been put
Oh,
out of action.
that was a Vet 2 comment as well. You needed that, Rilakuma. Oh no. Oh, that's not something he should be seeing right now. What are we gonna do? You've only got... Oh, but at least he's salvaging that wreck. Probably able to get another comment out of that, but it's just not the same. Losing your Vet 2 comment's just not the same. Should have moved it back all the way. Shouldn't have gotten greedy with those shots there. Anyways, Rilakuma's now going to switch over to try to win the VP war. So he's moving his Vickers again for that cheeky decap. On the other hand, the Vickers on the right hand side has to retreat from that, or at least backpedal from the ISG onslaught again. Let's see how many kills they've got. Oh wait, he actually got a decrew. He got one decrew. I think it's from one of the attacks. I think it's actually from the tactical artillery department, but I'm not too sure. On the other hand, his Vet 3 ISG that was still alive has now a total of 22 kills. Meantime, looks like Paula's gonna make another one of those another Panzer Fusilier flank. Try and cut off anything that was capping this VP, but unfortunately for him, that was a Vickers. But the Vickers is about to go down, and it was a Vet 3. Oh, another vetted unit down. Oh, that was painful right there. When it comes to late game, you cannot afford to lose that many vetted units. They've got experience, they've got better capabilities, and they scale well into the late game, especially versus units that are easy to suppress, such as Testish. Speaking of which, I think he lost one of them. He originally had 4, now he's back to 3. I think it was one of the vetted squads because I only see a Vet 1 while the other ones are Vet 3. And there we go. Now, now Paula has 3 Vickers that he got from Rilakuma. So I was wondering before what happened to Rilakuma's Vickers. Well, now I know the answer. Paula stole them. Don't build them, just steal them. It's cheap. Comet puts down a phosphorus gun. It's going to burn that that captured Vickers. If he didn't retreat, now he retreats. And now we have another head-on-head battle in which the Paula's Panzer Fusilier Mob Squad is moving in. Maybe try to take out that. Yep, he took that one out. He fired another phosphorus gun thinking that Paula was getting cute and tried to recap that for additional ACT. But now everything is being pushed back from Rilakuma. Those firing squads are everything is falling apart from this this onslaught. Oh, this low health Comet. It's a good thing they were suppressed by that base MG, because if it wasn't the case, they could have been able to rifle nade it to death. With his last remaining Comet on the field, he can't afford that. Yeah, but what is Rilakuma gonna do? He's pushed back all the way to his base. He's got that Yacht Tiger just went into his base. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I don't care if you can flake me. I can still kill you. Meanwhile, Rilakuma's trying to nurse his remaining Comet back to health. He's building another Comet.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
The Tommies are moving in valiantly with their unstoppable Bren guns. No Panzer Fusilier gang in sight. It's going to be a field day for these lovely chaps. It looks like we got a Vickers versus Vickers battle going down in this in the right-hand side. Both of them are vet too, but I'm afraid Paula's Vickers got caught. It got caught out of position. But I'm afraid Rilakuma's gonna take another bout of ISG pounding. He's gonna need he needs something to really counter the Yacht Panzer and the Yacht Tiger. I think in this case he's probably gonna need maybe another Comet or even a Firefly and just attack or try to flank the tank destroyers while they're in vulnerable position.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take.
And that would also include trying to find out how to get separate the Panzer Fusiliers from the tanks. So now Paula is attacking head on. He's got his Panzer Fusiliers in the first echelon. He's got support weapons in the second echelon, and in the rear echelon he's got ISGs and Yacht Tigers pushing up. Did not go to Rilakuma's. Pull back. In the meantime, even though that Paula only has less than 150 VP, he's gotten both of the he's gotten 2 of the VP situated. This Vickers is now pointing the right direction. If it did, this VP would have been perfectly secure, and the central VP would be beyond any contest. Let's see what Rilakuma's got. He's obviously got 2 Comets. He's probably thinking of ways to actually push Paul back. MG's firing. Unfortunately, they're not looking at the Ren squad that's murdering them. Gotta retreat. One of the AT got caught by the Panzer Fusiliers, but hopefully these 2 Comets would be able to drive them off. Ooh, watch it, the AT rifle nades.
They're trying to take it.
So now Paul is actually floating 700 manpower, but Rilakuma's floating around 600 manpower. So I think both players are either waiting for something or don't know what else to build. For Paula, he has everything he needs, and he's already pop capped, so he's in no hurry to build anything just yet.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Just loses that Bren. He should be able to retreat that Tommy. Gets it out in time. He's trying to get the Sturm Pioneers to retreat all the way back. Vickers are still firing. Vet 5,
enemies trying to take a point
Vet
from
5 Panzer Fusiliers are coming in with their sprint ability. You probably retreat those Tommies. Yeah, that's it. They want to get one shot by those ISGs.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Paul's probably trying to bait the Comets in where he knows that his his positioned Yacht Tigers and Yacht Panzers could easily just snipe out those Comets. No problem at all. Now that Rilakuma has around 160, close to 170 fuel, I don't know if he's gonna actually get something like a Firefly, or he could get another Comet, but that would be 20 more fuel, and right now time is of the essence. Well, I wouldn't say time would be of the essence. He wouldn't want to rush and make a mistake. But still, he has to get his game plan settled. Because even though that he only has 2 tanks that can fire in one direction, he's got Sturm Pioneer with Shrek, and he's got a good amount of Panzer Fusiliers who could dislodge infantry or even snare those flanking comets with their anti-tank rifle grenades. But then again, Rilakuma could trap those tanks with artillery cover. Just needs to pick the right moment to strike. If he does lose both the Yacht Tiger and the Yacht Panzer, it would put Paula in a bit of a contentious state. Yacht Tiger is darn expensive, and rebuilding either one of those units are going to take time. And Paula's fuel situation is not good enough to reclaim those units. But he's got a tier 3 up, so maybe in the meantime he could rely on a King Tiger to bounce him back should the Comets flank and snare the 2 vehicles here.
Steady yourself. Back up to full force.
Oh, Vickers just going right. Vickers are putting up a fight against these 2 Tommy squads, but they're Vet 3 and they're killing the infantry one by one. But the ISGs are gonna throw down another barrage. Might be able to wipe the Tommies if Rilakuma isn't paying much attention. But now they're both suppressed. Rilakuma was lucky that none of the ISGs actually sufficiently wiped his squads. Oh, but now he has 3 comets, so while that engagement was going on, he manages to get his 3rd comet out. 3's a lucky number. And since that Paula only has 2 tank destroyers, or more specifically turretless tank destroyers, this could be the right moment to strike. Especially since Paula is pop capped and doesn't have any other AT besides that Sturm Pioneer. It would have been great to have a command vehicle to throw down a recon run. It would have made a great... It would allow Rilakuma to spot which direction to hit the KT, or I mean the Yacht Tiger, and where to drop artillery cover to successfully pulverize the units. Oh, but Paul has caught his, put his JT in a bad position. Comets are moving in, or actually they're circling around trying to get the rear armor hit. Unfortunately, Rilakuma lost his sapper, but he's dropped artillery cover. He's frozen the JT's gun. This could be the right moment to strike. The Comets are moving in. Everything is moving in. It doesn't seem like Rilakuma has any other infantry on the field that could support this, but it doesn't matter. The Comets are going in. And they're penetrating the JT. The gun is paralyzed. There's no other AT on the field. Where is his Yacht Panzer? Oh no, this could be the end of days for the JT. And the JT goes down. The Yacht Panzer IV could be next. But we've got a heavily damaged Comet right over here. It bounces the shot. The Comet's gonna go for the JP4 now. He's got a Vet 3 Comet. Oh no, he's got one more shot. Oh, just one more shot. But the Comet is actually going to run away from... Oh, but he loses the Yacht Panzer. Oh. Now that this is now putting Rilakuma in a good in a really good position now. He still has 3 tanks on the field. He's trying to nurse this one back. He should probably deactivate prioritized vehicle. But beside that, if he can nurse them back to health, you'll still have 3 really vetted, really good tanks on the field. And that would be certainly better than any one of Paula's tanks, which he's going to get a Panther now. I'm afraid the Panther isn't exactly powerful sufficiently powerful against 1 Comet, but with 3 Comets on the field, it's going to be outmatched and outnumbered. No questions about it. But it looks like we've got another breakthrough artillery coming down on the right sector right over here. The right connector is now been designated for the breakthrough, but it doesn't matter. All the Comets are very damaged, but all of them will make it back to base. At least I hope they make it back to base. Just try not to do another one of those oh no, but one of the Comets have been caught out of position. He's pointing his rear at him. And he loses it. At least we still have 2 Comets. But, and I believe that Comet loss was unavoidable. He moved back as far as he could. Oh, but Paula is probably going to go in for another Comet kill. Let's see if Rilakuma can reposition his Comet better. Oh, his Vet 3 is going in. His Vet 3 has successfully activated emergency war speed. He's flanked the Comet. It's going back. Will he be able to get out there? He's pointing his rear at him. One more shot. And he destroys the Panther. The Panther dies. And now the Vet 5 is trying to do something to that Vet 3 Comet, but it looks like it's going to be GG from here on out. It's going to be really hard for Paula to come back, losing that many vehicles. He's now down to 160 fuel, and Rilakuma might actually get another Comet by the time Paula gets one more tank out. Oh, that was good.
Instructions.
Looks like the Germans have gotten a little taste of their own blitzkrieg.
Fire on enemy units near our vehicles.
But this time there won't be lightning, there will be comets. There will be comets and there will be artillery cover.
The squad is back to full strength.
Now Paula has no AT on the field. He lost the Sturm Pioneer with the Shrek as well. He only has three vetted Panzer Fusiliers, 2 of them fully vetted. But what is that going to do against an onslaught of vehicles like that? Oh, but Rilakuma is probably not going to wait around for that to see another vehicle come out, that tier 4. He's going to go in for the jugular, but now the Vet 5 is trying to chase them off with another 18A. But he's got to be very careful. With that low of a health, they could get wiped. Oh no. But Rilakuma could suffer a casualty, and he did. He lost a fully vetted Tommy squad. In the meantime, Rilakuma is rebuilding his 3rd Comet, and he's still going to try to destroy this tier 4. It's also a good veterancy source, destroying vehicles. Paul is trying to build a Panther in a timely fashion to try to. He's trying to squeeze that Panther out, but now the tier 4 is 50% health. I don't know if he can get it out in time. Both of the Comets were not dissuaded by those 18A shots. He's got a Raketin out, but it's probably too late. That tier 4 might go down. He shoots a phosphorus round. He's burning up the Raketin. He should probably push them or get them out. He's dropping artillery cover again. None of the shots are fully affecting. The Raketen gets decrewed. One more salvo. Oh, but it's too late because the Panther was built. Now he's back on the field. Tactical artillery cover gives smoke to the Comets, but still the odds are 3 versus 1. There are now 3 Comets on the field and only 1 unvetted Panther. One fresh out of the factory Panther. That's one good shot, but the gun gets frozen by that artillery stun. One of the Comets is made it back. He might kill the Panther. One more shot could do it. And oh my god, the artillery cover kills the remaining Panther. Oh no, this could be GG. He can't build any more tanks. He doesn't have enough fuel to call in a King Tiger or a Yacht Tiger. The artillery cover is paralyzing his infantry, trying to give chase to that Comet. His VPs are running low. 92 versus 111. He's trying to decap that VP, but there's still a Comet overwatching that point. I wonder if he's going to move forward and take it out, but that could be a bad idea because even though that Paula has no tanks, it doesn't mean he doesn't have anti-tank. And Paula actually augments his lack of anti-tank force with 2 Raketenwerfers on the field and 1 more coming in. Yeah, but compared to his compared to what he had a few minutes ago, he's playing real catch up to Rilakuma right now. Those tanks don't really last that long versus those Comet shots. Oh, but he should get that out there. Ooh, he gets burnt real badly by that phosphorus round. Those Panzer Fusiliers are going to have a lot of work cut out for them to really get back into this game. What a crazy game. Got 3 Comets coming around. He's going to have fun with his Panzer Fusilier. He activates sprint passively. I don't know why, but hey, they're Panzer Fusiliers. Rilakuma is actually rebuilding an AEC, probably for that recon run by the command vehicle upgrade, but if you want to be real cheeky, he could have built a 4th Comet and seriously sealed the game. Those brave Raketens are trying to penetrate the Comet, but it doesn't seem good enough.
Armored car completed.
Oh no, those guys are bunched up. That's really bad. Any one of those Comet shots could wipe those squads. Even the Raketens are putting in the damage, but he's trying to move the Raketens up, try to finish off any one of the Comets. He could lose that Comet. This Comet is still in position. Holy cow, he's got around 3 Raketens. He still has 2 ISGs. ISGs are actually penetrating the Comet. He's gotten the command vehicle upgrade. He's activated recon run to get a better view of the battlefield here. And with that, he sinks a phosphorus round on that Raketenwerfer, and he could force that machine gun to retreat, but no, Paul is actually going to reposition it. Slightly off, he shoots another phosphorus round, burning up the, he shoots a 3rd phosphorus round. He's burning up the Raketen. He could lose it on retreat. Oh, he's very close, but because of that, only one Raketenwerfer is in position, and versus 3 Comets, it could be It could be a death sentence. Another phosphorus round. He's just burning through those phosphorus rounds. My God. Looks like his two Kaitenwerfers are going to try to make another push. Panzer Fusiliers are going in. The Kaitenwerfer still not in adequate position. One of the Panzer Fusiliers is forced back with only one model left. He could lose this one. He loses that one of the Raketens. Those Raketens are very close to death. You should be careful. Those Panzer Fusiliers also would have died. Oh no. He's playing disposable militias with those support weapons. He loses the MG, he loses the Raketen, he loses another MG on retreat. With now an elite Comet force, he's going to make that push. He loses the ISG. Paula tried to dislodge it with a breakthrough artillery, but it's too much. It's just too much. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game. That was good for game one. Rilakuma was pushed back because he lacked the ability to deal with those Panzer Fusiliers adequately. But until the comets and the artillery cover went into effect, he was behind the entire game. But did that stop him? No, he just went comets, tactical support, and he managed to dislodge the Panzer Fusiliers, and he manages to ensnare and destroy the Jagdpanzer and the Jagdtiger, and every Panther that came out ever since that. It was a good game. Let's go over to game two. And here we have game two. This time we have Rilakuma and Paula.A.D on this map called Halb. I think that means half in German. But indeed, this map is cut in half by this road right over here down the middle. And Rilakuma is now starting up north as Brits, with Paula.A.D starting all the way down here as Korean. Who knows? Either way, we know that what am I doing? This is Rilakuma was actually started out south down here, while Paula.A.D is up north again. Now he's well, looks like he's not doing anything other than build more Kubelwagens. He's got one out and two on the way. So unlike that map that we had before, Minsk Pocket, which had a lot of trees blocking line of sight, a lot of pseudo cover, Halb is actually really open. You've got this road down the middle, there's red cover all the way, there's red cover all over the place. Anything caught out in the open could get ultimately slaughtered by MGs or even long-range weapons. So you have to be careful. You've got to make your own cover, or you've got to cover your cover. You know. Yeah. Cover your cover. That's right. Especially with Tommies, who get additional offensive bonuses while in cover. That could be something that you should use. But in the meantime, Kubelwagens would actually have a much better time on this map. It's open, but at the same time, they probably won't, because that would open up opportunities for AT attacks. But for early game, it's nice for Kubelwagens. They can kite freely. They can kill anything on red cover until they're not in red cover. Let's get this thing running. So Rilakuma's going for the build that he did before. It's
Universal carrier built and
Tommy,
ready.
Tommy, MG, and Bren. Only that this time I don't know if he's gonna get another a second Vickers. But yeah, Rilakuma's actually building a lot of sandbags, which is good. You want to hold middle. Stay before there's a lot of red covers. Do best to cover.
Fueled and ready. Loaded up and ready to move.
We got this cool mob squad right over here. So nothing else is happening. It's just that only that this time it looks like Paula wants to get a himself another Raketen Werfer. Probably to deal with the Bren. Oh no, he's gonna lose that Kupol. I know you're trying to rush that Vickers, but it's not worth it, man. Especially with Bren and Tommy backing him up. But Rilakuma's actually got his second MG, and he'll probably tech immediately to tier 2 once he gets the manpower to fuel. But apparently he's not doing any of that. Guess he's just too busy microing. His MG's down to 1 model. This could be bad. He could get decoupled by the Kubel, and he does.
Not anymore.
One of them is very low on health. He could chase it, but there was a Raketen behind him, and he backed off, which was probably the smart move. But he's got to recruit that NG if he wants to stay. If he wants to keep middle. Oh no, he's moving again. This could be an end for that Bren. Oh, but he hits the ground. Brent's gonna get out there with his life.
Work to construct a new platoon
Oh, but he
commanders.
can't recruit that MG. He doesn't have. If he does, he'll lose his Tommy squads. He'll probably have to wait for the Royal Engineers to come out and retake that that Vickers. Otherwise, he's gonna trade a unit for a unit, and that is not a good. That would not be a good move. Oh, but it looks like Paul is trying to destroy that Vickers with that Raketen. That's a pretty smart move. Rilakuma would have no choice but to actually engage the Raketen, but it's too late. He loses the entire gun completely. That would count as a loss for Rilakuma. And not only that, his Sturm Pioneer has flanked around while Rilakuma got distracted by the Kubel and the Raketen. He could kill it on retreat. He's down to 2 models. He's probably going to finish it. Kubels are going to go in. Oh, he loses the entire Sturm Pioneer squad. Now the Kubel is going to have to deal with these 2 Tommies and an RE squad. Losing an MG is one thing, but losing a Sturm Pioneer would set you back. That's your repairing unit. That's your attacking unit. That's your mines. That could be also your mine sweeping and your AT unit. They're so versatile that losing them could really set you back quite a bit. But Paul is going to follow up with his usual Panzer Fusiliers. They're almost upgraded with the G43s, but with 1 Kubel and his Sturm Pioneer down, he's got to make up for a lot of lost ground. His remaining Kubels are going to go in to try to harass and decap. At the same time, his Raketen's going to go in and take out the Bren carrier. That's another loss for Rilakuma. Right now, they're just trading blows. But it looks like we got an AEC out. So Rilakuma's trying to maintain that momentum with a good, hardy armored car. While at the same time, he has to keep the middle and try to harass and decap Paula's other points
Enemy
to
causing
the right
trouble,
here.
trying to take one of our points.
That was a kick on the ass. Target destroyed.
Yep, that was a kick in the ass. He kicked the Kubal's ass, and now the ass is kicked. Now Paula is down to his remaining Kubal, and it looks like Rilakuma might try to chase it, but I think he's just gonna move back now that it's so far back inside the base. So right now, both players are they finished the fight, they're licking their wounds, they're trying to decide what else to do. Rilakuma's trying to reconnect his territories, while Paula is going to try to repair his force and try to get some more units on the field. He has 4 units compared to Rilakuma's 5, and with an AEC on the field, Rilakuma has a greater degree of freedom to dictate the attack and the tide of the battle. Ooh, but he could lose that Kubal vacuum. He's low on health. He's activate prioritized vehicle. He loses the Kubal. Those Panzer Fusiliers took quite a beating in red cover, while those Tommies were in green cover. But now he's built himself an ISG to try to dislodge Rilakuma from his cover in the middle. Rilakuma is going to move into the center and try to see if he can put pressure on Paula. With Paula's HQ right outside the combat zone, he cannot afford a prolonged combat, so Rilakuma had to retreat. Vickers covering his rear. Raketenwerfer is trying to see if he can try to tap that point, or he could have
Ready to move.
moved in to try for that ninja takedown of that AEC. But I don't think he wanted to expose his Raketenwerfer that far out. He got his second Panzer Fusilier. Don't know where it is. It's probably still back in the base. It's just coming in right now. It's halfway through its G43 upgrade. And now the G43 and the ISGs are going to start picking away at the Vickers. But I'm afraid the Raketen was caught out of position. He has forced to retreat. Panzer Fusiliers are very low on health. And he's back to his base. So it's not looking good for Paula here. I'm afraid if he's unable to deal with the AEC as well as dislodge the Vickers, he's probably going to have a hard time pushing out and take the middle. Efforts to go over to the left-hand side would probably be upset by the Vickers covering all approaches over here. So yeah, Paula's in a hard spot right now. We got a air resupply operation going down with the med supply, another Vickers, and a 6-pounder. So all that would be useful. He also called in, oh no, you should probably retreat! Retreat! No! He loses the AEC! Oh.
The enemy hit our armor rather badly.
Now he doesn't have any light vehicles on the field, but Rilakuma still has a lot of firepower to bring to bear. He's got 3 Vickers at the moment, and his supply sappers coming in to recrew anything that he has, or even salvage anything. Yeah, but with those ISGs on the field, those Vickers are going to have to keep moving to avoid getting taken out, and that would reduce their efficiency. Got back and forth with the Panzer Fusiliers going in, but the Raketen going back. Got a Vickers decrewed by that ISG. Now the Panzer Fusiliers are moving back. I wonder if he's gonna take that. he actually took the med supplies, and he's healing his infantry from 98% to 100%. So Paula now has 2 ISGs on the field. Ooh, and that moment of silence killed that model. So Paula's gonna push out to the right hand side, but it looks like the Raketen is going to meet the Vickers, but one of the guys was faster on the trigger and drops one of the model before retreating. That's some good reflexes right there. Well done, Raketen. Meanwhile, Paula is pushing out to the right-hand side with his Panzer Fusiliers. He's got another supply truck. He's got enough fuel. He's got plenty of fuel for his Tier 4. He might go for that Tier 4 and eventually get, I don't know, some sort of hardy unit. Probably a P4. Meanwhile, the quality of life is dropping for those Vickers, with those ISGs still putting in the hurt. And the G43s are not making their lives even better. We've got those great G43s, they're cutting the life out of those Vickers. And now Paula has his Sturm Pioneer upgraded to a Shrek for AT duties. Yep, it looks like he did indeed upgrade his Tier 4 to his supply truck to Tier 4, but it's pretty out in the open. It's not behind any shot blocker, which could be problematic if Rilakuma decides to push Paula off the field and start blind firing away at that Tier 4 with his AT guns. Or even a mortar for that matter. I don't know if they have enough range. Rilakuma decides to put his one-man recovery sappers in the mortar to increase the rate of fire. That's always useful. Oh, but now Paula is going to move in to try to take out that mortar emplacement. The Vickers, I'm afraid, is caught out of position. Oh, but the Vickers was killing the ISGs. That was a good move. Oh, but unfortunately, Paula was unable to follow through his attack because that MG over here was probably covering the mortar. So his entire force had to retreat. His ISG needs to be recruited, but now they're in firing range of that Vickers. He's gonna have to get out of there. Oh, they're really low on health. His G43s are murderous, but he's activated another air resupply to drop in more weapons, and meanwhile try to get his low health Vickers out there as soon as possible. Yeah, but now I'm sure Rilakuma has seen his Tier 4, which is clearly opening fire on his units. Rilakuma could use this opportunity to blind fire his way to that Tier 4. But that will not stop the Tier 4 from building its unit, which is now a Panzer IV. We've got a Panzer IV coming onto the field right now. Oh, but the mortar, on the other hand, was doing a little bit of reinforcement. Was attacking Paula's reinforcement, which set him back quite a bit. He's really low on manpower now. He's been using it to try to keep reinforce those infantry squads that got hit by those mortar rounds. Now Rilakuma is on to try to destroy that tier 4, but he should probably reposition because Paula's Panzer IV is coming in. Oh, but the tier 4 is opening fire on the AT gun. The Panzer IV flanked around. The AT guns are moving forward into the tier 4 fire. This could be bad. He has to take out that Panzer IV. He has to get those ATGs out of there. But Paula is making life miserable for their ATG. They're both down to 2 men. Which one will die first? It looks like the farther one died first. Could he kill the second one? Could he kill the second one? Oh no. He goes around. He recruits it. Could he get him out of there? And he loses. He gets a decrued a second time. Paula go around to take it out. Oh, he's going to take out the ATG to deny it from Paula's use. He drops artillery cover. He gets the ATG decrewed. Vickers are going to turn around to cover the uncrewed ATG, but Paula still manages to steal the ATG, and he's probably going to walk it away even when artillery cover is on him. Oh, what a fight! What an engagement! I'm afraid that artillery cover has been. Oh, but we got another problem. Even though Paul manages to win that engagement, he's been losing badly on the VP war. He's below 100, and Rilakuma is above 460. He's got to secure those VPs really quick. You may have won the battle, but you could lose the war. Oh, but P4 is trying to provide cover for him, but the tactical artillery cover is making life miserable for the P4. Hall is moving his entire ATG over to the left-hand side to try to decap that.
Airdropped weapons and medical supplies are ready for a capture point is being overrun.
Got breakthrough artillery coming on the left-hand side, but it doesn't look like the Bentley is there. But on the other hand, we have P4 making another move. Oh, and he gets completely wiped out by that ISG. No recoverable gun. There's another one laying down nearby, so he could take that one. Meanwhile, Rilakuma is trying to push Paula out from the right AP, but that's not the case. Oh, but Rilakuma caught the ATG out of place. He's probably going to kill it on retreat. It's very low on health though, so he might have to decide whether to finish off that AT or he's going to have to pick it up and repair it. Yeah, but whatever the case, it looks like that P4's got clear reign of the battlefield. But Rilakuma's planning a counter for that. He's got a comet on the way. That's right, we've got a pristine Halley's Comet coming in. We've also got an ATG coming in, but it's down to 2 models. It could be decrewed at any second. But we have a Comet now on the field. He's probably going to move in to try to dislodge that P4. I don't know if Paula realizes that. There it is, coming out. He's trying to chase it back into the base, but I think he's heard the Comet. He's probably going to retreat back to base, but there's an AT gun waiting for him right there. He takes a nasty hit. Comet's moving into the rear. Main gun destroyed. This could be the end for the P4. One more hit would kill it. He kills it. It's out of control. It's going out of control. It dies. Now the Comet has clear reign of the battlefield. Paula's maybe worried, but he can't be worried now. He has to worry about those VPs. He has to contain those 2 VPs for as long as he can. Oh, he recruits the ATG, but it's already out of position. He could Rilakuma could easily circle around Paula's AT and decrew it. But the AT gun has pulled back to the safety of the Raketenwerfer.
We're losing a capture point.
Meanwhile, we've got another slugging match. This Vickers is being set up against another Vickers. We've got artillery cover coming down again down the center. This could be bad for Paula. That thing's going to deny any infantry or vehicle coming in. And time is of the essence. By the time all reaches the field and that artillery cover is gone, it's going to be too late, I'm afraid. I don't know if the base is within range of the artillery cover. If it is, this could be really bad. Oh, it is in range. Oh no, this is gonna be really bad. He's going to have to reposition those units. Otherwise, he's gonna risk losing everything and everyone. Those ISGs are really low on health. He could lose them at any moment. Both rounds are hitting closer and closer. He's really close to death right here. He's trying to get more units to decap that VP, but that Vickers is still firing. Oh, not anymore, of course. He loses one of the ISGs. He's trying to move over to the right hand side to get that VP, but he's having a slugging match between Vet 3 Tommy, and now they have scoped Enfield rifles, and now down to one model, only firing the Shrek. He's got to get them out of there. It's not going to do much. Oh, and he loses the entire squad. Oh, he should pull the Comet back. Oh, and he loses the Comet.
The enemy have knocked out a Comet tank.
Man, it's now a race for those VPs. Both sides are dumping units into the middle, and probably should send units to peripheries to secure at least one or more VP to slow the drain.
Enemy's down to their last 10 points. Tally
Oh, but Rilakuma's not yielding the central VP, and now the timer's ticking down. 6, 4, 2. Oh, I think it's done.
I'm afraid.
We're done. And that's game. That's game 2. We've seen a game with annihilation, and now we've seen a game in which VPs was the deciding factor. So this has been a special presentation of Paula.D games versus Rilakuma games. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you all next time.
And as always, Eagle 6 out.